So we're looking at balancing today. Perfect. Come into your easy pose. And we're just going to... And that's right. If you've got any blocks or anything, and have your blocks ready. So just at the side of your mat, one of each, because there will be a few parts where you might need to use your block there. I believe there is one kind of part where your blocks will be really useful. And remember, they're an extension of your hands, and it will allow you to get in the position a bit better. All right. Okay. So remember, get your fleshy parts of the bum out of the way. When you're in the seated position, and it allows you really to ground yourself on your sitting bones. Okay, and just take a nice big deep breath in. As you exhale, relax, and allow the worries of the day to just float away. And anything you've got going on after this, let's not think about it. And I want you to just learn to relax, but keep the integrity of your posture. So taking a nice big deep breath in, bring your shoulders up towards your ears, and as you relax, just take your shoulders back, squeeze them together. Super. And close your eyes or focus on the point in front of you. Just allow yourself to become present, feeling your sitting bones on the mat, feeling your chest moving up and down with your breath. We're just going to take the next breath all the way up to the top of your head. And as you breathe out all the way down into your sitting bones. Let's take our arms up towards the sky on your next inhale. Looking up towards the palms, bring your palms together, and then as you exhale, bring your hands down. Exhaling through your nose or through your mouth, and just looking down at your navel, so you allow that stretch in the back of the neck. And then we're going to take your hands up again, and then exhale. Inhale, raise the hands up. And exhale down. Okay, leave your hands down by the sides. Inhale, raise up with your head. And then exhale down with your right shoulder to the right, right ear to the right shoulder. Keeping your shoulders down, Keeping your shoulders down. Breathing nice and evenly, feeling that stretch in the side of the neck. And then we're going to inhale, take your neck up, your head up, and then down to the other side. And we're going to bring the head up again. And exhale, relax. As we inhale, bring your shoulders up and then take them back down. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. Inhale, shoulders up and then back down. Squeezing them together. Inhale up and then squeeze them together. So we're really getting that movement. And one more. In the shoulders and then squeeze it back. Okay. And inhale, take the arms up. I'm going to do a lateral flexion on the spine, so take your right arm down, bring your left arm overhead. Leave the sit bones on the ground so you're really stretching that side body. Also opening up the chest. And inhale, raise your arms up, and let's go down the other side. And then exhale down the other side. Inhale up. Exhale down the other side. So we're doing it a little bit faster now. And then one more on each side. You're getting the flexion in the spine, and last one on the middle. So moving through all the spinal movements, and then come up, bring your hands down by the sides, inhale, take your arms up, and then we're going to rotate round to the right, moving through spinal rotation. As you inhale, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, bring your shoulder round a little bit more, so the left shoulder comes round. Using your right arm, or you're on your other side, sorry. Okay, and then come forward. Inhale, take your arms up, and then we're going to go around the other side. So we're just using the right arm against the left knee for leverage to bring your spine round. Okay, and bring it round slowly there and relax. And we're going to go onto our hands and knees. So you can either tuck your toes under or flatten them out. Make sure your hands are just below your shoulders, spread your fingers out, and your hips are on top of your knees or in line with your knees. And then we're going to inhale, bring your belly down towards the mat and raise your gaze up towards the ceiling. So we're putting a nice extension in the spine. This is our cow pose, and then exhale up to cat pose. Just moving the spine up towards the ceiling, engage your core, and then inhale down. Exhale up to cat. Inhale down to cat. And exhale up to cat. Let's go with one more. Inhale. You might feel your spine sort of just cracking a little bit when you do this. As long as you're alright and it's not hurting, everything should be fine. And then exhale up. Okay, and come down to a neutral spine. With your left knee, we're going to pull it up towards your elbow. And we're going to take it out to the side. And then round it on the exhale, so bring it down. We're not moving our body, we're just bringing our knee up, taking the leg out to the side, keeping our body nice and straight, and then rotate round back down to the floor. And then let's go for the last one on the left leg. Up, out, and down. Okay, move on to the right leg. Bring it up towards the elbow, take it out, and then round it. Bring it down to the floor. Let's use our breath as well. So inhale up to the elbow, out to the side, and then round. And the last one, up to the elbow, out to the side, and then round. Okay, perfect. Then what we're going to do is just come back, bum towards the heels, and then we're just going to bring the knees up. So move back, support yourself behind, and then just raise your knees up so you put a nice extension in the fronts of the foot, getting nice and warmed up. Okay, and then just releasing the knee down, come forward, tuck your toes under, bring your bum back to the heels, and we're just going to start warming up the wrists, flicking the fingers. We haven't got much on our wrists, but we've got enough just to make sure that they're nice and warm. Okay, perfect. And just rotate. Excellent. And now we're going to come up into a standing position, nice and slowly. And just before you go into a Tadasana, I'd like you to just balance a little bit on the left leg. And just rotate your foot round clockwise if you wish. And then go anti-clockwise. Okay, and change feet. So plant your right foot down and just start rotating clockwise. I'm really struggling with my left foot, rotating it. It's a bit weird. And then anti-clockwise. Lovely. And that should, notice how easy it is to balance. Notice that? No, go on, keep doing it. If you're not thinking about it, it's quite comfortable, isn't it? Yeah? And, okay, place your feet down. Come into Tadasana. So if you want to work more on the balance, bring your feet in. If you want a little bit more stability, take your feet out. Bring your shoulders back and down and tuck the tailbone in. Excellent. And just start to ground yourself, feel your feet on the mat. And here's another little hint or tip as well. Whilst you're in this position, I want you to press your big toes down. I want you to press your little toes down. Spread your toes out. Now feel the heel, both sides of the heel. So that's the outer and the inner. And that should feel a little bit more sort of balanced as well. Okay, perfect. Take your arms up. Inhaling. As we exhale, come down, forward folding, all the way down.
Place your head down towards your knees and look in between your legs. Now you might feel a little bit tightness in the hamstrings at this point. You could just place a nice little bend in the knee until we're sort of warmed up a little bit more. And then we're going to raise our torso up into a half forward fold, so we're parallel to the floor, looking directly at the floor, so you've got a straight spine. And you're kind of pushing out with your head, so you're elongating your spine as well. Exhale, plant the palms down, step back into upright. And we're going to inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the knees down. And we're going to draw the chest down as well. Leaving the hips nice and high. And as you bring the hips down, you're going to bring your body upwards into Sphinx pose. Remember, get the elbows right to the side body. And then we're going to come down, pressing away from the ground, and then up onto your knees, hips nice and high, in or downward dog. So nice and slowly to start with. Walk out the downward dog, so you're pressing the heels down, feeling the stretch in the back of the calves. Excellent, really getting the calves and the backs of the knees warmed up. Okay, and step forward, jump forward into a half forward fold. Exhale, full forward fold. And then come up vertebrae by vertebrae, and a nice little bend in the knees if you need to, nice and slowly. Bringing hands together above your head in extending mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Coming back into our Tadasana. Okay, inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, down, forward folding. Inhale, up, half forward fold. Exhale, plant your palms down, step back into plank. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the knees down. Excellent. Now the chest. So get the elbows into the side body. When we're putting the chest down, we need to keep the hips nice and high, because that will allow us to then come down, and as we push away, coming into our cobra, shoulders back, and then back into downward dog. So hips nice and high. You could go onto your knees if you need to, or you could just go up with a straight body. Okay, and jump forward, step forward, into a half forward fold. Exhale, full forward fold. So drop the head down. And then come up vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Coming into our Tadasana. Okay,
Let's take it up again. Inhale, rise up. A little bit faster this time. Exhale, down, forward folding.
Inhale, up, half forward fold. Exhale, plant the palms down, step back, jump back into plank. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, draw the whole body down. So you're taking the whole body down, and then only you're stopping a little bit from the bottom. Inhale, up to cobra or up dog, and then back to down dog. Okay, let's try that one again. So come up onto your toes and put a wave through, so you're coming into your plank. Lower your body down, so you're not touching the floor with your chest, and then inhale all the way up to up dog or cobra, bit of strength testing, and then back into down dog. Lovely. Okay, let's take the right leg up towards the sky, and bend to the right. So keep your leg up like this. Come up onto your left toes, bend the knee. Curl up the upper back, bring your knee towards your chest, hold it, and then make room, stepping forward in between your hands. Perfect. Adjust your foot if you need to. And then take down the knee, rear knee. Inhale, rise up, and exhale, forward with your hips. Keeping the body nice and long. Okay, inhale, lengthen, exhale, draw the hands down, and do the same but reverse it. So come up first with your knee, and then make room, so round up the spine, and then bring your knee back into downward dog. Excellent. Looking good. Okay, take the left leg up, come up on your right toes, bend at the knee, bring it all the way through, making room, so you're arching your back slightly, bring your knee towards the chest, and then just drop the foot down. Excellent. And just adjust if you need to, take the knee down, inhale, rise up, and exhale, take those hips forward. Okay, so we should be getting that nice kind of forward motion of the hips and stretching off the hamstrings. Okay, inhale, lengthen, exhale, draw the hands down, and do the same again, knee up, and then come back into our downward dog. Okay, jump forward, step forward, into a half forward fold, exhale, full forward fold. And come up vertebrae by vertebrae. All the way up. Extend the hands above our head and extending mountain pose, and then exhale, hands to heart center. Come into our Tadasana. Have a quick drink, it's quite warm in here tonight. Okay. So when you're ready, coming into our Tadasana again. Okay, ground yourself, feel all the parts of your feet on the mat. Okay, we're going to take our arms up on the next inhale. As we bring our arms above our head, we're going to go up onto our tiptoes. Bring your palms together and just come up onto your tiptoes, stretch as far as you can. But more to the point is relax, all right? Keep your toes up there, but just relax. Because we're just working on our balance, all right? Working on your balance. And if you're all over the place, just come down and then come back up again. Okay, because sometimes, just sometimes, we're not relaxed enough. Use your breath. Drop the shoulders down as well.
Drop the shoulders because that's an indication of relaxation. If you've got your shoulders right or your arms right up by your ears. So just create that room. Alright, and as you come down, I'd like you to bring your hands down, moving into a forward fold. This way you might need your blocks, okay? So, your forward fold, I'd like you to come up on your toes. Alright, you might go forward a bit, but that's fine. Engage your core. Okay, and then lower your heels down. And then we're going to press our heels down and bring our toes up. Now, you may get a bit of a nice stretch in the back of the hamstrings. Depends how far your head is down, or you're sort of putting the bend at the hips. Alright, so we're just getting a nice bit of balance. Okay, and release to the ground. And then we're going to come up again, raising the body all the way up onto your tiptoes. Remember, release the shoulders down. Okay, and relax there. Bring your hands down. Okay, we're going for the first sequence. So I'd like you to put all the weight on your right leg, and once you've got the weight on your right leg, so just take your left leg up off the floor slightly. Feel the big toe, the little toe, and the heel on the floor. And then when you focus on something and you're nice and relaxed, bring the left leg up into the inner groin or the inner thigh. And if you can only take your leg up to the ankle, that's absolutely fine, or your foot up to the ankle. And then what I would like you to do is either put your arms up above your head or come to heart center, whatever you wish to do. Okay? Looking good, ladies. Nice. Okay, push the hips out. All right. So, in 3, 2, 1, release the leg, but you're going to just bring the leg up over the right leg and then curl it round the calf. And this is in our eagle arms. And then you're going to take the arms out, cross them over, so right under the bottom, and then come and meet the palms together, so you're in eagle pose with eagle arms. Put bend in the right leg, so you're bending down slightly, so it allows you to wrap the legs around a lot more. And then with this one, wrap the legs around. If you're not comfortable with this one, you can always just bend the leg down, bring your left leg just above your knee, and come down like so. Alright, that's eagle prep. If you don't want to do eagle arms, please bring your hands to heart center as well. Alright? But if you are doing this, squeeze your legs together. Really squeeze it together, squeeze your abs in. Okay? And let's release there. We're going to go down, you might need your blocks. We're going to go down into a forward fold. But what I would like you to do now is take your left leg upwards. So we were on the right leg, weren't we? Yeah. Take your left leg upwards. And we're just going to balance here. For 3, 2, 1. Drop the leg behind you and take the other leg back into downward dog as well. Excellent. Okay, and then come up onto your toes. We're going to wave the body into a plank. So rounding up the back, we're going to go into our plank. We're going to take the right hand into the centre of the mat, turn to plank,
to side plank even. And we're going to balance here, bringing the hips forward. And then we're going to drop the knee down. So drop the knee down so it's in line with the hand. And then we're going to take the left leg up towards the sky, making sure it's parallel to the ground. So we're in like a supported half moon. And this is a nice bit of strengthening of the hips. And also having that balance. Okay, take the leg down. We're going to come round, go into our plank again, and lift our hips nice and high into our downward dog. Alright, this is a bit tricky what I'm going to show you, what we're going to do next. But I'd like you to keep your right foot on the mat and your left hand. So you're going to take off your left leg and your right hand and bring your elbow towards your knee. Yeah, it's not easy, is it? It's not easy at all. What you'd think would be like an easy move, isn't? Okay, and place your hand and leg down there. Then what I'd like you to do is take your right arm to the outside of your left ankle. And there's a little bit more balance there for you. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, release your arm to the ground. And what we're going to do is jump forward, step forward into a half forward fold. Exhale for forward fold. And then come up vertebrae by vertebrae. All the way up, extend the mountain pose and then come into our Tadasana. Alright. We're going to do the other side, alright? So, let's get our balance, let's focus on something. All the weight on your left leg. Put bend in the knee if you need to. Focus on a point. Take the right leg up and in the sole of the foot into the inner thigh. And with tree pose, you're kind of pushing your foot against your leg and your leg against your foot. So when you're going into tree pose, you're pressing both of them in. So you've got a neutral force. Spread your toes on the mat. Feel the little toe, feel the big toe, feel the heel. Okay. Bring your hands down. We're going to take the right leg, wrap it round the left with your toes around the calf, taking your arms out to the side. Left under the right, this time coming into your eagle arms and press in your legs together. So the legs are being pressed in together. You're really engaging that core. So you could do that side, but not the other.
I think it's the one scoliosis, I think that's on one side and the
Got
other
you?
on one.
Yeah, that would be. Okay. And release there. Taking the arms up, coming into our forward fold, placing the palms down. I'm going to take the right leg behind us and raise it up towards the sky. Make sure the hips are nice and even or to the front. And strengthening the legs. And step back into our low lunge, and then take the other leg back into our downward dog. And roll up into the plank, so come forward. Stay in that plank for 3, 2, 1. Take the left hand, place it into the middle of the mat, and then turn to your right in our side plank. Now, if you do want a little bit extra, you can take the leg up towards the sky. It's up to you. And for 3, 2, 1, lower the knee down so it's in line with the hand. And then we're going to take the leg upwards. Good hip strengthener. Make sure the leg's parallel to the ground. We're still balancing. Okay, for 3, 2, 1, release. Come forward, back into the plank, and then push your hips nice and high into downward dog. So this time, we're going to keep the left, left leg and the right arm on the mat, and then we're going to take the knee to the elbow. So the right knee to the left arm. Take the elbow there and just hold. Engage the core. Ooh. God, this is tough. Okay, and release there. Take the left hand outside of the right ankle. So we still get the balance there. Just go into downward dog. You're fine. Alright, and release there. And jump forward, step forward into a half forward fold. Exhale, full forward fold. And then come up vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way up. Extend the hands up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart centre. Woo. Okay, yeah, shake off the wrist, take a nice bit of water. Okay. We're going to do something different for the next sequence, but it's still balancing. Alright, so when you're ready, coming into our Tadasana. Put all your weight on your right leg. Put bending the knees if you need to. Take the left leg backwards and rise it up towards the sky. Meanwhile, take your arms out in front and bring your body down into Warrior 3. So you're stretching from the front all the way to the back. Lowering, taking your leg up towards the sky and lowering your body down. Nice and easy, nice and slowly. So we've got a straight line all the way from the tips of the hands to the toes. Okay, for 3, 2, 1, rise up without putting the left leg down. Then we're going to go into our eagle again, so wrap it round. Taking the right arm over the left arm into our eagle arms. Okay, for 3, 2, 1, and release there. Turn to your left side and face the long edge of your mat. Take your legs out to the sides, nice and wide. Inhale, take your arms up. And as we exhale, we're going to bend at the knee and bring our hips down towards the ground. Now,
as another one, come up on your toes. If you can. Just adds an extra element of balance. Okay, take your heels down and then fold forward into a wide leg forward fold.
And what we're going to do is come up onto our toes. Now, be careful, you might sort of go to sort of fall over, but you won't, because your hands kind of stop you from doing that. But if you are a bit worried, you can take the hands forward slightly. And release your heels to the ground. And then bring your toes up towards the sky. Okay, and bring your hands down, your toes down. Walk round to the right side so you're facing the front. Turn your front foot forward, but keep your other foot to the rear. Take a bend in the leg, and then you're going to come up into our warrior two. Okay, and come up onto your toe. You might have to adjust your foot, but come up onto your toes on the front foot, and then reverse the warrior back. For 3, 2, 1. Come down, lower your heel. Take your arms behind you. Take them up towards the sky, and then lower your whole body down so it's inside your right thigh. Okay, excellent. So 3, 2, 1. Lower your hands down, either side of your foot. Bring your foot round. And we're going to go back into plank. And let's just lower our body into chaturanga. So lower the body down without touching the floor of the mat. And then inhale up to up dog or cobra. And then back to downward dog. Okay, and jump forward, step forward, into our half forward fold. Exhale, full forward fold. And then come up vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart centre. How was that? Excellent. Okay. Right, where are we? Left leg, all the way up on the left leg. Okay, take the right leg back. Make sure you've got a nice sense of balance first. Feel all your feet on the ground. Spread the toes and bring your body forward, taking your leg up towards the rear. And bring your hands out in front for warrior 3. That's it. Sometimes you just got to regain again. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, and bring your hands down, bring your foot through, and then we're going to go into the eagle pose again. Okay, taking your arms out, left over right, into our eagle arms. Sometimes, right, one side you can balance on, not a problem. The other one, you just can't. Remember, your left side is your feminine energy, your right is your masculine energy. So when you're feeling stronger on your right side, maybe you might need too much into your masculine energy. It depends how you feel about energies. So masculine and feminine energy is like your nurturing side, your feminine. Your masculine is like
being strong and logical. So I think you kind of get what I'm saying. Alright, anyway, let's go back to it. So let's come out of eagle, turn to your right side this time. Take your legs apart. Make sure the toes are just slightly outwards. Inhale, take your arms up, and then exhale, coming down into our goddess pose. So just lower the hips down, and then come up onto your toes. Okay, for 3, 2, 1, and lower down. And we're going to go into our wide leg forward fold. So bring your hands downwards, straighten up your feet, and then come up onto your toes. Okay, for 3, 2, 1, and then release the heels, and then raise your toes up towards the ground, towards the sky. Perfect. Okay, lower your feet down, turn to your left, so walk your hands to the left side, turn your left foot out to the front, put bend in the knee, and then we're going to come up into our warrior two. Okay, come up onto your toes, and reverse. And then come back into warrior two, take the heel down, interlock your fingers behind, raise them up, and then lower your body down on your exhale. I should probably be on this side. Okay. And bring your hands down, take the feet both to the front, and then come back into our plank for 3, 2, 1, and lower down. And without touching the floor, rise up with your torso, and then back down, back up into the downward dog. And step forward, jump forward, into a half forward fold. Exhale, full forward fold. And let's come up vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way up. Bringing your hands, extending them up to the front. Exhale, hands to heart center. Okay. Have a quick look. Does that say 25 too? Excellent. Okay. Right. Coming into Uttanasana, just take a little breather from this. Inhale, take your arms up. And exhale down, forward folding. Inhale up, hop forward fold. Plant your palms down, step back into plank. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, draw the body down. Inhale, up to cobra or up dog. And then back to downward dog. And then we're going to place the knees down, either side of the mat, and come into your child's pose. Drop the heels, or drop the bum down by the heels. In our child's pose, relax your head on the mat. You could turn to your side, your head to the side, or keep your forehead on the mat. Equally, this is an extension of the child's pose, so you can bring your arms round to the sides if you don't want to extend it out the front. Okay. For 3, 2, 1, raise your torso up,
Cross over your ankles or scoop your legs round into a seated position. Scoop your bum forward. This is the last couple of asanas. And then we're going to just take your back downwards onto the mat. And what am I saying? Let's come back up again. My apologies. Take your hands out behind you. I'm thinking of 10 things at once here. Take your hands out behind you. What we're going to do is raise your torso, your hips up to the ceiling. If you find that uncomfortable, please go onto your back and then raise your self up this way. Alright? It does the same sort of thing, but this one's just a little bit more advanced. So, rise up with the hips, looking up towards the sky. Going to hold it for 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Bring your bum in between your hands if you can. You could lower it down all the way, or you could just keep it up like so. Alright, raise it up, raise your bum off the ground. Then we're going to take it back up again. And lower down. One more, take it back up again. This time we're going to take your feet out to the front into our reverse plank. That's alright, that's alright. You can only do what you do. If your wrists do hurt, just take a breath and lower down onto your bum. Then we're going to lower down onto the ground and just flick your wrists off slightly. By putting, sometimes by putting like tape around your wrists, sometimes it might help if you really do suffer with your wrists, alright? And that's what I mean. I think like that tape, I can't think what you call it, by putting that round, it will strengthen up the wrists or feel a bit more supported. Okay, let's just take ourselves down onto the mat. Take your legs out to the front. With your right knee, bend it up towards the chest. And then we're going to take your knee over to the left side. So rotate it across to the left. So you're crossing it over your body. Taking the arms out to the sides. And then what we're going to do is make sure the right shoulder is still on the ground. And then look towards the right hand. You can use your block. You could use your block on your knee. So if you grab one of your blocks and just place your knee on it, the knee that's bent, that should be able to help you relax into the stretch. Okay. Alright, and bring your knee up to the centre. Take your leg out to the, extend it out to the front. This time bend your left knee up and take it out to the right this time. Okay, just going to come round and have a quick check. Notice your fingers are sort of pulling, if you don't want to stay really tight here or here. You're going to be like, breathe in and breathe out. Alright, and bring your knee up. Let's just give yourself a nice big hug, knees to the chest, and when you're ready, come into a seated position. We'll just do a little bit of box breathing. Too slow, you're breathing down and relaxing a little bit. Box breathing is great if you ever feel a bit anxious and you just want to really connect with your breath. Bit of mindfulness, let's say. Alright. Well done, ladies. Well done. Alright. So relax yourself. Connect with your breath. And what I would like you to do is connect with your breath. I would put one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. And just notice your rib cage coming up and down with the in and out breath. What I would like you to do is on your in breath is poke your stomach out, okay? So you're breathing in through your nose and the stomach's protruding out, okay? You may notice then that your rib cage could come down slightly, your diaphragm, okay? And then when you breathe out, kind of depresses in, alright? But then it just rises the diaphragm up. But I just want you to do a couple of breaths using your stomach, and then we're going to go into the box breathing. But it's best off to use your stomach on this one, okay? So you're basically breathing right down into your stomach. So first off, take a nice big deep breath in, and as you do that, your stomach's poking out, and it's like you're breathing up into your head. And then exhale, breathing right down into your stomach. Okay, I'm going to count you now. 5 in, hold for 5, 5 out, hold for 5. Okay, let's take a nice big deep breath in. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now your breathing rate should be a lot lower. Make your way onto your mat in a supine position. Get all your warm clothes on, or get as comfortable as you want to be. And I'm going to take you through a nice relaxation part of this session. Okay. And just allow the silence of the room to bring comfort into your mind and your body. There may be not many times where we can have this silence. Just listening to the breath, feeling yourself on the mat, and listening to my voice brings a sense of mindfulness. Bringing yourself into the present. And allowing yourself to bring thoughts into your head. And just observing them. Maybe understanding them. And it's at these times we can bring resolution. So using your breath to really slow things down and bring relaxation to our body and to our mind. Just imagine now feeling so relaxed all the way through your body. Taking that deep inhale, with the inhale coming all the way up to the top of the head. And as you breathe out, everything relaxes, all your mind, your body, your muscles, every cell, just relaxing. With the out-breath. And take that out-breath all the way down to the tips of your toes. And as you keep on inhaling, you're doing exactly the same each time. A nice wave of relaxation on the out-breath from the top to the bottom. And noticing your eyes and all the small muscles are just relaxing, meaning your eyes just want to close and relax. And your jaw just wants to part and your tongue just wants to fall to the bottom of your mouth. And your spine relaxing every vertebrae one at a time, from the top all the way down to the bottom. And your body is feeling so heavy and so relaxed. Just giving yourself permission to completely relax. Just allowing the worries of the day to float away. So when we come back into our seated position shortly, we're going to come back with a smile, feeling positive, feeling wonderful. So just begin to move your toes and your fingertips. Just allow your eyes to flutter. Then on your next in-breath, take your hands above your head with a smile. Stretching, feeling great. And then when you're ready, just come onto your right side. Just stay there for a couple of breaths till you are ready to get up. And coming into a seated position. And when you're ready to do so.
And to create balance, let's put the other leg just before or the opposite leg in front. Bring your hands to heart centre. Thank yourself for coming to your mat today. And with a smile, namaste. Have a wonderful week. Everyone all right? I'm not sure your legs will be tomorrow, but no, honestly, you'll be fine. Well done for today. It's good stuff. It's not easy balancing.